finally got the kit in that I actually need. The one I had ordered was for Shimano brakes only, so that's why it didn't fit inside the caliper. Now that I can bleed my brakes, make sure you get the kit for the brand of brakes that you got, because each one of these little adapters in here, they different from depending on what brake set you got. Also, make sure you got some mineral oil. So this the kit I got. If y'all got the same brakes I got, it's called JG Bike Bleed Kit. Hydraulic brake disc, hose, length adjusters, bleed guide. So this what all it come with. You got your jug for your overflow, I guess. Whatever this clamp for. I think this clamp is for to hold this jug, if I'm not mistaken. And this my first time bleeding brakes, so. And you got your this cup right here. From my research, it goes on the top part of the brake right here. When you flushing it through, you'll move this little plunger, and so you can see the bubbles come out. Okay, what else come in here? This look like, I think this is a clamp where you could put the hole in between this space, and you can hold it down and cut it and put the little stem piece in and all that. This kit, it come with your connectors. One of these different, you got some olives and you got some stems in here. And these 3 connectors is for the either connect on the level reservoir or either the brake caliper itself. So you can have the right size and the right adapter for the goal. That's my soft ass brother right there who won't even get an e-bike, bro. And they got some kits that come with like 15 different adapters. I say get one of those. That way if you fixing somebody else's brakes, or if you switching your brakes, or if you want to let somebody borrow your kit, you're a good friend if you do that. So this right here, say it's a 2 clamp. And this, I know this right here is to put inside there to help spread out the brakes inside the caliper. This little tool right here supposedly helps you bend your rotor back in place. This go on the hose to clamp it down to keep air out. This little piece, let me see, what is this? I don't know. This is my first time using this kit. So then they also give you some wrenches. That's good, because you know the top part right here on the when you move this right here, let me show you. That'll be good for to tighten that down. So if you order this kit, now you got yourself one of these, and you got the T, I think it's a T25 for to screw that out. So that's good that they sent this. And these little pieces, I guess, is like for hose, for the hose clamp and all that there. So if you gotta cut your line, I already cut my line, as y'all see, whoever watched the last video. What is these? I don't know what these is. Got 2 rubber bands. They got this little bowl right here. It's what you gonna sit this on so your brake fluid don't run out. That's what this for right here. So we got that. Then you know we got we got the syringe, you know, for sucking the brake fluid up. I don't know how to, oh, this one. Oh, that's what those right there for. Where they at? These little pieces right here. So they sent 2 replacements. See that little piece in there? That's what they sent this for. some replacement parts. Then they send you one, two, 3 different hoses, so that's good. And not only that, they send you some gloves. I wish it was the black gloves, but hey, you can't beat that. And one thing they do send that you damn sure gonna need if you're new to this and starting to stay true to this and learn your shit the right way is an instruction manual. But I'm not gonna really need to look at this besides to look at the specifics of the little parts, because I've been doing a lot of research and I know what I'm gonna be doing for the bleed these brakes. So let me go ahead and get together what I'm gonna need. I know I'm gonna need this because this gonna go on the top part of the reservoir. You know you're gonna need your oil, you're gonna need the syringe, you know you're gonna need a hose, you're gonna need these little pieces right here, or you're gonna need one of these for the space out the brakes. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get that right there. The rest of this stuff I'm gonna put back in here for right now. So you're gonna need your little cup, we'll go on the top part, your syringe, your tube, your adapters, and they got the stem and the olive in there if you gotta cut the line. I already did all that. You're gonna need your mineral oil, just got literally everything you need for the maintenance on your bike. So let's get to it. So the first thing you want to do is this little screw right here. You want to unscrew that right there. And you can see mine is script. In my review video of these brakes of installing them, I would recommend you replacing this little screw plug right here with a titanium. I got some metal ones coming in. You can get those off Amazon too for cheap, because they made these out of plastic and it scripts so easy. Only way I don't see that scripting if you got a T25 that's made out of plastic. But that script easy, and I didn't even really put no pressure on it. As you can see, this one right here is not even script, but somehow this one got script. I don't know if they put this side too tight or what, but that's one part that I don't like. Yeah, so you gonna want to make this flush with the handlebar. That's the first thing you're gonna want to do. Then you're gonna want to remove this little screw right here, which is the plug for this whole piece right here. Is the like, you know, on the car, the overflow little tank, what you see on there, that's basically what this part of the brake handle is. So you're going to loosen this up. This how it look. As y'all can see, it's made out of plastic. For some reason, if anything, they need to redesign this, because the bottom part is hard. It's hard plastic. The top part, for some reason, is so soft that it's like it just break up into pieces. Look at that. It's weird, ain't it? But yeah. And I seen a dude online said the reason why they make this out of plastic is because they don't want people messing up the threads. If that the case, what they should do is make this out of metal or titanium, and the piece that hold this screw, they should make only that little part out of titanium. That way they don't have to worry about that. But what do I know? I ain't no engineer. Then you want to connect this piece to right here. Next thing you want to do is people do it different ways, but the next thing you want to do is take your caliper off so you can hold it up while you do it, and that way it's more leveled off. From my research, that's what people say. So, you know, since I got this tool, now this gonna be I ain't gotta keep fumbling around with the screwdriver, the Allen key. Everything is on this one thing right here. this little hook come in handy because you can actually use that to hold your caliper. I would recommend using a little stick piece to put in between here, but it hold it pretty good, as you can see. So you want to space out your brakes. So to set your syringe up, what you want to do is take your adapter and put it inside the tube. So you want to put your clamp on. Then you're going to take this right here, is called the pressure cap in the instructions. So you're going to take this and you're going to connect that end to the end of the syringe, the tube to the end of the syringe. Once you got that connected, now you just screw it on, and then that's how you want to set this up. Once you got the syringe set up, then you know you want to get your oil. Let's see, another good thing what I noticed with this syringe is with this kit, see how, alright, no air bubbles, right? As long as you don't flip this upside down, that air bubble will stay that way with this syringe. So that's one good thing. Now you got to take this screw out right here. And the next thing you want to do is stop and get you a burger. After you get your burger, then you can take off your bleed screw. Don't be scared if you hear a little snap. That's the Loctite snapping off. And you're gonna connect it to the bleed port. Next, what you wanna do is start pushing your brake fluid through. And you can see it coming out. You see the bubbles coming out? As you can see, all the air bubbles coming out of the system. Now what you want to do is plug this. And from my research, the guy said you want to do that a couple times to make sure you got all the air out the system. So now you want to screw it in there and flush it through at least like 2 or 3 times. And keep doing it until ain't no bubbles coming through. As you can see now, it's rising. Oh, there go 1 air bubble, 2. As you can see the bubbles coming out. Once you do that a couple times and make sure ain't no more air bubbles coming through, you want to replace your bleed hose screw and put this little plunger inside here. When you put it on, all you gotta do is just get a little tug and make sure it's locked in place. Now you want to clean off your calipers, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get some of the brake spray cleaner once I'm done with everything, just to make sure none of this oil got on the calipers. Now you're gonna replace your caliper. Make sure you replace the cable holder back. Make sure your cable and all that is out the way. The tire. And boom. You know, make sure you got your plunger now. You're gonna sit it on this cup thing right here so it don't leak out everywhere. Replace your screw. Check the brakes. Alright. And there you go. At first it was so spongy, but now it's locking up. Now it's locking up. So now I got the front brake did. All I gotta do is do the same thing to the back one and I'm done. Tighten your screw back in, and I'm gonna get me some they sell this spray what clean the brake fluid off of surfaces, so I'm gonna get some of that from Walmart tomorrow. I think I got some in my truck. Or you can use alcohol too, that's another thing you can use. Well, I'm just gonna do the same thing to the back one. The back process is gonna be more faster because I see that it works now. See, the brake locked up. Because at first it was so spongy, but now I definitely can tell that it's working. It's definitely the brake's definitely working. So I'm gonna do the same thing to the back one and I'll be done. With this one, I'm not gonna remove the back brake. I'm gonna actually keep it on there this time. Because I just seen on YouTube, you actually don't have to do that. You just have to make sure all the air bubbles out. Make sure your brake is leveled off. For the same process, you're gonna put the funnel on here. So you know you take this screw off, the bleed screw off. Oh wait, no. Make sure your calipers are pushed back. It's another thing, make sure you do. No, yeah, make sure your pistons is pushed back. Fill your syringe up. And you gotta take your bleed screw off. Remember when you hear that snap, that's a Loctite. Then you put the syringe in. Make sure you take the plunger out. And you just push it through till the bubbles come through. See, I can hear all the air coming out. There was a lot of air in that one. That one was real spongy. So a whole lot of bubbles just came through. I don't know if y'all can see it, but well, it's a lot of air in that one. So now, just like I did with the other one, repeat the cycle 2, 3, 4, 5 times, however many it take you to get all of that air out of there. I got the caliper back on. So I did the same thing what I did with the front brakes. Put my caliper back on. Put the bleed screw back in. Make sure y'all get y'all some of these jumbo zip ties. They about this long, but they reusable. That's what I like about them. So once you do that, I'm gonna come up here, check your brake, make sure it's not spongy. It's not spongy no more, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be stopping. So it's stopping now. At first, when I had it like this and I was putting the brake down, it would just keep moving like this. Now it's actually stopping, so that's a good thing. Once you got that done, you're gonna put your plunger in, loop, take this off, put it on there, put the screw back on. Put this up here, put the screw plug back in, and just clean everything off. I told y'all make sure y'all get one of these. This literally got every bit you'll need when maintaining your e-bike. Put a little snug. Don't want to put too much because remember that's plastic. Just make sure you put a little snug so it's not coming out. And I'm gonna get some of that spray from Walmart tomorrow, but I'm pretty much done. Let's see how much stopping power it got. So we good. Finished. Finito. And that's how you bleed your brakes. I recommend this brand because this was my first time doing it. And this, they got a QR code where they got videos to get y'all, help you do it. But make sure you get whatever brand brakes you got. Make sure you get the kit that say it's specific so you can have these right attachment pieces. Don't do like me and just order any one because you might not have the right fitment. But that worked pretty good for my first time.